Welcome back, guys. We're at Universal back again for another Halloween Horror Nights update video. If you're new to my channel, my name is Tony and I do theme park videos and construction updates for Halloween Horror Nights and really anything Universal or Tampa theme parks. We're here and I want to give a special shout out to my grandparents for watching our dogs, because none of this would be possible without them. So shout out to both of them and thank you for watching our dogs so we can go out to all the theme parks and film updates and do what makes us happy and do what all of our viewers want with the HH updates and just making all of this possible. So thank you. So within like the first 15 feet of you walking into the entrance, which is right here, you have a brand new prop piece that just popped up for the entrance scare zone. And then if we go down a little bit more, there's more of these pieces that you can go to. It's another one of those like same pieces. And I guess there's gonna be people on top because there's stairs leading up to it. And then these new pieces. There was one literally a couple days ago that I saw all over Twitter, and now there's three. So they got this piece here, and you got this little thing, which my guess is there's going to be something on top of it. This tree in the background, and then above is all the stained glass, because that's like the whole theming for this year is like conservatory, stained glass, and kind of like a gothic look to it. We got this one. There's another one over here, same look, and then this one as well. But this one has a little boot hole entrance that you can walk through. So it's got this tarp, same tree with the same stanchion in front, and then the stained glass on top. This one has a speaker. And from what I'm guessing is somewhere over here, there's going to be probably a foot trigger to activate like a sound or a scare. And then same thing on the other side as well. The stanchion with the tree and the stained glass. And then another one of those stands that we saw in the front over here, but this one's different. This one has a little piece on top of it, so I wonder if this is going to be like a holder for one of the statues, because they said that the front is going to have statues that are carved by chainsaws of all the intellectual property characters that are in the park. So I'll put up a picture along with the description of the first scare zones. So the scare zone we just walked through is called the Origins of Horror. You'll enter a decaying conservatory of twisted vines where artists crave tributes to Halloween Horror Nights 34. You'll encounter monsters, crows, gargoyles, and more. But right now we're going to be walking over towards the New York area to see if they put anything up for the Toxic 20 scare zone that's going to be over there. So we just stopped over by Jimmy Fallon store to get the new annual pass holder pin. This one is going to be the Burning Blade Tavern over at Dark Universe. And on the back it says, Burning Blades in Darkmoor, the iconic windmill where the mob rescued Victoria Frankenstein's great-great-grandfathers. Frankenstein is their name, not the monster. Blades ablaze, and it lures you, and inside the monster hunters share heroic stories over hearty fare. Last time we were here, this entire place was under construction. They completely redid all of the foliage because it was super tall, and now it looks a lot smaller and more cut and trim. And then some repainting of the statue that was in the middle of it. But if you remember, you were walking over here, and especially over like in this area, the foliage was like super tall where it just looked like walls around the entire like Central Park area. Like this was about how tall the bushes were in the beginning before they did the whole new reconstruction and everything. So it looks nice, but I kind of liked when the bushes and everything were taller and the trees were a little bit longer just because it provided more shade. But now there's not a lot of shade going on in the Central Park area. So I came down Sting Alley and I don't remember this crate being here, and it looks like it's either hiding like a speaker or maybe fog machines for Horror Nights. And then all these new signs, they might have been here, but I don't quite remember them. And then they have all these like Ringling Bros, like carnival shows and like circus shows. So they have this one over here, this poster, along with this one as well. This poster. And then over here are these. And then there's another boxing poster over on this side as well. So I don't remember any of that being there, but definitely something new. So we are over at the Walk of Stars or Hollywood, and they added some stuff to the scare zone. So now they have these candles all over the place, along with the added like blood splatter and aging, so all of it. And there's candles over here, along with more candles over there. And then this one, there's candles up here, but they got this wine glass little setup here. And then also over here, same thing. The candles and everything. But this one, you see right there, there is a foot trigger which activates scares. So a scare actor can hit that foot trigger and it'll activate like a noise or some kind of scare. More candles, and then also another foot lever that activates noises and scares. And then I don't know if I mentioned, but these little squares and everything that are on these pieces, those are all speakers. So that allows the sound and everything, along with speakers down here as well. The new houses and everything that they just dropped for Halloween Horror Nights, they have Five Nights at Freddy's, and then on the other side is Bray Wyatt and the Wyatt 6. So we're gonna go in here and take a look at the new merch. So they have a Freddy Fazbear little post-it, and then here's the stained glass, all complete. And here's the Five Nights at Freddy's shirt. And for that, they have all sizes from extra small. Oh, no. Only extra smalls to smalls now in the Five Nights at Freddy's stuff. Here's another look at it. And then here's the Bray Wyatt with the Wyatt 6 poster. Along with, they did have a restock for a little planks that you can put into your stained glass piece. because I know when it came out, they sold out super quick.
Five Nights at Freddy's. You wouldn't last one night at Freddy's, let alone 5. You'll be hunted by deadly animatronics, Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, and Foxy. Horrors of the Wyatt Six. Dare to take on the fiendish Wyatt Six. Enter their eerie arena and go through a doorway into their maniacal minds.
And then, I'm not sure if I showed the Terrifier shirt from last time, but here's the Terrifier shirt. It's a ringer tee, and they have almost every size in that, but I'll put up a description with the Terrifier house and kind of what is going to be happening.
Terrifier. Try your luck against Art the Clown in the Terrifier Funhouse. You'll witness his grotesque handiwork of torture and be exposed to the splatter of his victims. This is a whole new level of gore.
And then, of course, the Jason and everything over here, along with the Don't Go Alone, Never Go Alone stuff. And they have a tank top in the design, as long as with a shirt, with shot glasses, and candles. But the new stuff that they just got in is Lil Boo. So they have this design, and then it with its eyes closed is another way. Tank tops and the Little Boo, along with t-shirts. And they have the keychains, brand new backpack that they have as well with Lil Boo on it, along with brand new candles.
Yeah.
And from what I know, is it smells like pumpkin spice and kind of like a cinnamon smell. Mel's Die-In keychain, along with the Mel's Die-In backpack. And then they have a Mel's Die-In sticker set as well.
That's what you're talking about? Yeah, looks like it.
And a sign. And another Lil Boo shirt, along with some pants. So I'm currently walking up to the Crazy Cat Lady of Crooked Lane Scare Zone because they added tons and tons of brand new stuff. Just look at this, guys. You have all these pumpkins up in the trees now. Reminds me a lot of when they did Trick or Treat. Just look at all of these. Tons and tons of pumpkins up in the trees. And then they added the gates along with the foliage, and it doesn't look like corn, but it kind of does, which isn't a good thing. But more decoration to all these gates, along with this bicycle that's over here. Everything. And the bike resembles like different kids going in, and they get older and older throughout the time. So they got this little skateboard, along with all these like yarn balls, everything, with like a little pumpkin right there. You got some old vintage like Halloween decorations, little ghost pillow plush that's all torn up with like cat scratches and everything. This little old vintage car, little hammer, some milk, along with clothes and everything up here. Another older bike, and like I said, with the whole bikes, they get older once you go through a whole scare zone. But page 1 of the story: deep in a forest in Halloween night, the trick-or-treaters follow the moonlight, the naughty children that dare to explore the Crooked Cat Lady Lane along the forest floor. Cat eyes and pumpkins line the dim trails to the cat lady's house, so withered with frail. That's page 1, and then if we keep going, there's more and more different pages and everything along here. But Here's another barrel, like tricycle, little skull, which this one is famous on Twitter, but his skull is now over here. And then another like muddy and aged penny board. And there's just pumpkins lining all the trees up here now. Some more. You got like clown outfit, flamingo. Tons and tons of pumpkins. Along with the little milk jug that's up there. And then over here as well, there's tethered clothes, like clown outfit, some vintage stuff, and then these little yarn pieces all over the place, and yarn balls as well. They're definitely doing very good decorating to make it feel like you're at some crazy cat lady's trail leading up to her house. But look at all these pumpkins. And there's lights and everything inside the pumpkins, so they're gonna illuminate in the night. But you can see like wires going up to them and everything. But all kinds of things. Another weathered bike down here. And then some cat crates, along with a pair of shoes and some more clothing over here as well. Over here is page 2 for the whole story that we were talking about as well. Just look at all of the decorations that have been put up since we've been here from last week. Absolutely insane. Right. Here's page 2 of the story. This one reads, "The cat lady of Crooked Lane stands on her stoop, stirring the cauldron with a special soup. She's not a witch, the children all say, as the pets her cats of orange, black, and gray. She lifts her ladle and offers a taste. They drink it all down, not a drop goes to waste." But another aged bike, 2 aged bikes over here, with like cars and everything. And then just tons and tons of construction. Whole bunch of clothes, everything. More pumpkins. Another yarn ball, and old vintage toys. Put rotten pumpkin down here. More clothes, backpacks, and just torn up stuff. Down here. So,
Yeah, and then they closed it.
just tons and tons of clothes. No, you're good. Over here. All kinds of vintage clothing and vintage items. You have a chocolate bar on top of the trash can right there. And then another page 3 of the story. The potion sets and turning kids into claws and long feline teeth protrude from their jaws. The children all scream as they become beasts and now hunt their friends to add to the feast. The moral of the story, and it should be plain, never trust a cat lady of old Crooked Lane. And then more Halloween costumes over here, along with these torn up jeans, torn up masks, more aged bikes, speakers, basketball hoop over here, everything. And the trees all the way down here still have pumpkins in them. And there's tons and tons of different pumpkins. And one pumpkin that I'm not seeing is Lil Boo, and he's probably one of the most famous pumpkins of all. And not seeing him, so I'm not sure if they're gonna put him up later towards the end, like closer to Horror Nights, but all kinds of like cat balls and yarn stuff added here just to say like, yep, this is a crazy cat lady's house. But look at what they added to this little walkthrough scare zone. So they got human-sized hairball down here, cat claw like house area, tons of yarn balls up here, more decoration, a little cat scratch area, some like little feather toy, more yarn like all along in the trees as well. Anything on this side? No, but here's the main thing that everyone is talking about: the Crooked Cat Lady's house. So this just got put up about 2 days ago, and it's almost already done. You got the front entrance. I'm guessing over here is probably going to be like a cauldron or whatever. You have the door with all the walls and everything. The roof is now just getting built, so I'm gonna guess that's probably gonna be done in the next day or two. And then over here, they're probably gonna have around like a stairs that goes up where the scare actor can go into this little door spot right here. But definitely tons and tons of new stuff they've been putting out. They're working on this every single day. Just absolutely fantastic. But there's a good look at the trees and everything for the house. And there's tons of like I said, yarn and everything to really make you feel like you're at some crazy cat lady's like house and cabin. And I don't know if I filmed this, but clothes pile, tons of clothes and just yarn all over the place. HHN is doing absolutely a fantastic job with just decorating and making you feel like you're really inside these scare zones. And then cool thing is either way you go, you can read the story. So coming over by Simpsons again, they painted the hatchet and chain scare like facade for the haunted house, and it looks really good. I'll throw up some pictures from BioReconstruct of how it looks from an aerial view and a little bit of a closer up picture, but they're all turning out really fantastic. Very hyped. You can see dolls, which the front facade looks fantastic. They added the sign, painted everything, looks really good. And then once again, far in the background is Fallout. Not much added to that one, but definitely gonna be a really cool looking house. I don't know if you can see through those trees right there, but there's a little bit of a better look. Looks like there's gonna be a sign, or it might be like a saloon as the entrance for Hatchet and Chains. But here's another look of it through the trees. I don't know if you guys are getting a decent view, but there's a well along with the salon and a sign that I'm trying to read. It says Pony Express on the sign. But there's another view of the doll's house right here. And then I don't know if you can see the sign through the trees, but there's the facade. But definitely going hard at work. So we're at the Halloween Boutique in Islands of Adventure, and they have the Wyatt 6 shirt for the WWE house. And then this is what's on the back. But they only have extra smalls and smalls. And then if you go over here, they have the new Mel's Dine-In shirt. And it glows in the dark, which is really cool. But I like the design. And for those, they have every size from an extra small all the way to a 3XL. So here in the pass holder lounge, they have the Frank the Pug annual pass holder nights merchandise. They have the hat that has Frank the Pug on the front, and then on the back says UOP nights. And then also they have the t-shirts over here. So on the front, it has the UAP and the Men in Black font with Frank the Pug on it. And then on the back is Frank the Pug as well. And this is only at the Islands of Adventure Pass Holder Lounge. It's not over at the Jimmy Fallon store. So if you want it, come here and pick it up. So we're at Hard Rock Cafe because we saw on Instagram that they got a bunch of the new Halloween Hard Rock apparel along with the hats that I want to say are only 100 made. So they got this zip-up hoodie, which has like a Ouija board planchette on the back with the Hard Rock Cafe Orlando, and then down the sleeve says Halloween 2025. And then more sizes over here. And then they have this shirt with the clown on it. Looks kind of like Jack the Clown and like Pennywise a little bit. And then they also have the hotel shirt that's only available at the hotel. But they have multiple sizes of the shirt. And then here's the Hard Rock Cafe hats, and I want to say these are numbered. Yeah. So these are all numbered. This one's 16 out of 500. You have that design, and then, excuse me, sorry. And then they have this design as well. That's also numbered, and it says Halloween 2025 on the back. So I was wrong. These hats are not numbered, just the ones with the bloody handprints on them. And then they have this one as well, which is kind of like a circus freak show kind of side. And then on the other side has like a circus ticket design. I like that one honestly the best over the other two.
Jack?
It's not Jack. It's like Pennywise a little bit. Yeah. There's the hotel one. And I'm pretty sure they also have a hoodie within like the same design at the hotel. But multiple sides is for all the shirts and everything.
Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram and TikTok. Have a good one. Peace.